From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing on second down. Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up. Hey, 40's Mike right there.
And they run the option here on first and 10. Newton out wide, that's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Dolphins 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play action. They'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Consecutive catches for him, that good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought him down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 26.
The pass.
A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
35 to Mike.
Dancing to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
taken down.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
That's complete, right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. A quick toss outright, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Christian Wilkins.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
Now Newton. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
13.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is Jakeem Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
18 on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
The kick is
and his kick is good.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Cam goes out wide quickly. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, 44 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. first down. He'll drop to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Going for the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
29 is Mike. 29. I'm hey. 29 is Mike.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. Let's see if they can avoid doing it here. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Jason Sanders.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
Conversion is no good on the fake extra point. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill being chased out left. He's going to take off with it and give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Henry's got it, out on the left side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
McCann's kick up and good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
20-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 8. Jackson now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They throw it out right complete. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Titans 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Smith catches left side. 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Caught by the tight end Ertz. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 15-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means...
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down.
Tannehill on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Brought down at the
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that lead is back down to 9 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Incomplete on the throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On the move to his left. Ertz over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Taken down at the
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver.
but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. First down and more for Jackson. And down to the 19-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Jackson running again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic, and that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's up in it after a gain of 4, up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Tannehill's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19, and the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 43.
Now it's Jackson. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And some room to roam now. And they work this out past the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Today's final score.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
The Jets are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock.